Hello everyone, I welcome you all for efJPX tutorials. In this video, I am going to discuss the solution for the model question paper 1. In that, I am going to solve the problems of module 4, which is very important problems. I have taken question number 7a, which is of Laplacian equation. So, the given question is solve uxx plus uyy equal to 0 for the square mesh with boundary values as given below. Iterative till the mesh values are correct to 2 decimal places. This is what the given mesh. So we require to find the values of u1, u2, u3, u4. So you require to analyze that whether the given problem is a Laplacian equation or not. So for the Laplacian equation, the equation will be of the form uxx plus uyy equal to 0. The equation of the form uxx plus uyy equal to 0 is called an Laplacian equation. You should know that. First of all, you should know that what is Laplacian equation, how it looks like. That is the main thing you should know here. So this type of equation are called as Laplacian equation. Now we require to solve this Laplacian equation for the given square mesh. So here they can give 9 squares or also they can give 16 squares. In this question paper they have given 9 square. We require to solve this 9 square problem. We are going to solve this 9 square problem. Here we should know some few formula to solve this problem. First of all, to find the values of u1, u2, u3, u4, first we are going to assume u4 will be equal to 0. That is our assumption to find the values called u1, u2, u3, u4. So to find these values, we are going to study two formulas. Mainly we are going to implement two formulas. One is diagonal formula and another one is called a standard 5-point formula. Let us know first what is diagonal formula. If you want to apply a diagonal formula for u1, which is nothing but just consider the sum of the diagonal elements like this term plus this term plus this term plus this term and divide by 4. That will be an diagonal formula. So in terms of uij, it is defined as follows here. Uij is equal to 1 by 4 times of ui minus 1 comma j plus 1. If I shift the term to left side, so it will be ui minus 1 comma j plus 1. So similarly, if I shift to right side, this value will be ui plus 1 comma j minus 1. That is what I have defined here. So similarly, if you come to downward, this value will be ui minus 1 comma j minus 1. So this is what I have written here. Similarly, you should know another values ui plus 1 comma j minus 1. So adding all these values and dividing by 4, that will be a diagonal formula. That will be a diagonal formula. Is it clear? I think it is clear for you. So if you consider a mesh, and if you want to find the center point called this is ui comma j, then the sum of ui minus 1 comma j plus 1 plus ui plus 1 comma j plus 1 plus ui plus 1 comma j minus 1 ui minus 1 comma j minus 1. So sum of these values and dividing by 4, that will be a diagonal formula. So after knowing diagonal formula, we should know what is a standard 5-point formula. Let us know what is standard 5-point formula. If I want to find the value of u1 by using standard 5-point formula means just add the neighborhoods of u1. Add the neighborhoods of u1 which is adjacent to u1, that is left side of this value, that is 0, plus right side of this value, that is u2, upper value, that is 2, and downward value, that is u3, and divide by 4, that will be the standard 5-point formula. So if you consider a mesh and if you want to find the value of ui comma j, then the sum of the value called ui minus 1 comma j, here this value ui plus 1 comma j, and this and sum of this value will be ui comma j plus 1, and sum of this value ui comma j minus 1. Sum of all these values and dividing by 4, that will be an standard 5-point formula. So I am going to denote standard 5-point formula by SF and diagonal formula by DF. So these two formulas will be playing a very important role in solving Laplacian equation. And I will be telling a shortcut method to solve this problem. So kindly watch this video until last. After coming to know that diagonal formula and a standard 5-point formula, we shall solve the problem now. So I am going to find out the values of u1, u2, u3, u4 by assuming u4 equal to 0. So to find first u1, to find the value u1, first I will apply diagonal formula. What I am going to do, to find the value of u1, I will apply diagonal formula first. Then to find the remaining values called u2, u3, u4, I will apply standard 5-point formula. So look at here. If you want to find u1, it will be equal to 1 by 4 times of 1. This is what I am doing. 1 plus u4 plus 0 plus 2. So you know what is u4 value. u4 value is 0 as we have assumed. Then substitute that value. So 1 plus 2 will be 3. 3 by 4 will be 0.75. That is what u1 value. Similarly, find out u2, u3, u4 by using standard 5-point formula. u2 is given by, look at the square mesh. So u2 is nothing but, I need to find out this u2. As I told you what is standard 5-point formula, go with that formula. Just add the adjacent sides and upper and downward value and divide by 4. So that is u2 equal to 1 by 4 times of u1 plus u2 plus 2 plus u4. Just now you have find out the value of u1 and you will be knowing u4 value. Substitute those two values. u2 will be equal to 1 by 4 times of u1 plus 2 plus 2 plus u4. So you know value of u1 and u4. Substitute that value. u1 is given by 0.75 and u4 is assumed value, that is 0. Adding these values and dividing by 4, I am going to get the value as 1.19. Looking to the mesh, u3 is nothing but what? 0 plus u4 plus u1 plus 0. So you know what is u1 value and you know what is u4 value. Substitute those two values. So therefore it is u4 value is 0 and u1 value is 0.75. So dividing by 4, you are going to get 0.19. So finally to find u4, so we require to apply standard 5-point formula for u4. 1 by 4 times of u3 plus 2 plus u2 plus 0. So you know what is u3 value, you know what is u2 value. Just now we have find out that 1.19 will be u2 and 0.19 will be u3. Substitute those two values and simplify that, you are going to get 0.85. So next I am going with iterative method. So to find the perfect values of u1, u2, u3, u4, and also they have been asked for correct to 2 decimal place. So for that I am going to use the generalized formula to carry out iteration. For generalized formula to carry out iteration method, I am going to use standard 5-point formula. So therefore u1 upon n plus 1 is given by 1 by 4 times of, looking at the mesh, I have defined 0. u1 is nothing but what? Looking at the mesh. So 0 plus u2 upon n, initial value, I will take initial value as u2 upon n plus 2 plus u3 upon n. So that is what I have used here. u2 upon n plus 2 plus u3 upon n. Similarly, to find u2 upon n plus 1, I am going to use 1 by 4 times of u1 upon n plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus u4 upon n. Since I have initialized un upon u1 upon n plus 1, so I am going to use u1 upon n plus 1. u3 upon n plus 1 is given by 1 by 4 times of 0 plus u4 upon n plus u1 upon n plus 1 plus 0. Similarly, u4 upon n plus 1 is given by 1 by 4 times of u3 upon n plus 1 plus 2 plus u2 upon n plus 1 plus 0. So, using these formula, we are going to find out the iteration values for u1, u2, u3. So, finally, we are going to get the solution of u1, u2, u3 as follows. So, here we have the iteration values for u1, u2, u3 by above generalized formula. So, first iterative value I have got for u1, u2, u3, u4 as follows. For second and third, fourth, 3 and 4 is similar. That's why we are going to stop the iteration. So, finalizing the answer. So, u1 will be equal to 1, u2 will be equal to 1.5 and u3 will be equal to 0.5. u4 will be equal to 1 is the desired answer. So, I will tell you how to calculate this after finding the initial approximation. So, after getting the values of initial approximation means this is the values. This is what the initial values u1, u2, u3, u4. So, after getting this, I will tell how to tabulate this. See now I will tell you how to get the iterative values. So, this is what the mesh they have given. I will name this mesh as instead of u1, u2, u3, I will name this as, for my convenience, I will name this as A, B, C, D. I am going to find out A, B, C, D values. The boundary values they have given. They have provided 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Rest of the values are 0. So, this is what the boundary values they have given. So, now for this, we have considered the generalized formula here. This is what the generalized formula I was considered. Instead of this, I will redefine this as A equal to 1 by 4 times of, I am applying standard 5-point formula, 0 plus B plus 2 plus C. Now you can compare this. 0 is nothing but this value, B is nothing but u2 here, and C is nothing but u3. So this is what the formula for the first one I have considered. Similarly, for second one, I will name that as B equal to 1 by 4 times of, apply standard 5-point formula, that is A plus, so just go with extreme values called A and 2 plus 2 plus D. So therefore it is A plus 2 plus 2 plus D. Similarly, C is given by 1 by 4 times of 0 plus D plus A plus 0. 1 by 4 times of 0 plus D plus A plus 0. This is what I have used. Similarly, D will be equal to 1 by 4 times of 0. D is nothing but C plus 2 plus B plus 0. It is C plus 2 plus B plus 0. So, I will incorporate these values in calculator. I will consider the calculator. I am going to incorporate this equation in a calc. First, clear all. I have reset the calculator. Then I will go with the shift mode for fixing for 2 decimal places. Fix for 2 decimal places. After fixing for 2 decimal places, type the equation alpha equal to, just match the color. Here alpha is in red, equal to is also in red. That's all, match the color. Alpha equal to 1 divided by 4 times of 0. So in general I am giving a 0, since if you get another value, any other value in other problem, you can give that value there. 0 plus alpha b plus 2 plus alpha c, close the bracket. To separate the equation, use colon, then alpha equal to 1 by 4 times of alpha a plus 2 plus 2 plus d, that is alpha d, close the bracket. To separate the equation, use colon, alpha c equal to 1 by 4, come out of this, open the bracket, 0 plus alpha d plus alpha a plus 0, close the bracket. Then separate the equation, that is colon, alpha d equal to 1 by 4, open the bracket, alpha c plus 2 plus alpha b plus 0. So after typing these equation, I am going to note down the initial values. What is the initial values? I know the initial values as that is a is nothing but u1, b is nothing but u2. I am going to note down the initial values. A value is nothing but, that is u1 value is nothing but 0.75, and b value is 1 point, b value is 1.19, c value is 0.19, and d value is 0.85. So press Cal C. So after typing Cal C, you type the value called b value, that is 1.19 plus equal to c value 0.19 equal to d value 0.85, which is equal to, now we will move on to our original answer. So see the table now. I will create the answer now. So for first iteration, see the value of a I have got, that is 0.85. When you get fraction, press SD. So you are going to get in terms of decimal. So 0.85 press equal to, press SD, 1.42 press equal to, this is C, that is U3, note down that 0.42 press equal to, continue the procedure, just press equaling, just press equal to, you are going to get the values 0.96. So press equal to, the initial value will be now the first iteration values. So we are retained with first iteration values as initial value. We are going to find out the second iteration value, that is 0.96 will be U1, and U2 will be 1.48, and U3 will be 0.48, and U4 will be 0.99. So now the initial value will be for second iteration values, and noting down those values, we are going to find out the third iterative value, that is U1 is 0.99, U2 is 1.5, and U3 is 0.5, U4 is 1. So using these as initial values, I am going to find out the fourth iterative value. A value is 1, and B value is 1.5, C value is 0.5, and D value is 1. So this is the way of calculating the iterative value and finding the solution for Laplacian equation. I think you all understood the solving the problem of Laplacian equation, which is very easy to solve and easy to score 10 out of 10 marks in this module for each question. So I have given the best solution to solve this problem. You can go through this video and if you have any doubts in this video, you can put a comment. I thank you all for watching this video. Those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do subscribe to my YouTube channel.